is John. John, all black folk were John. John. So that was my first name. And then I didn't know they had wrote my last name wrong from what my daddy had named called A-I-R-E-S till about 2 months later. And then I tried my best to see could I get to Washington and change it, but it was too late. So that's when they spelled A-Y-E-R-S. And tell you about me when I was about 7 years old. I'm gonna tell you something up till I was 9 years old. I was, me and my brother was ushering. Oh, we were so cute. Everybody said how cute we were. And so I told my brother one day, I said, why do the ushers come all the way down here when the people done stop back there? He just looked at me and said nothing. I said, what about if I turn around and walk backwards when they stop? Then I turn you around and then we'll go back to the door. So my brother didn't sit and say nothing. So when somebody come in, I turn around and walk backwards, and he snatched me back around front. So I said, I got tired of being, every Sunday morning ushering. I wanted to do something else. So I loved to hunt, and I took my dog out, played sick, you know. So I took my dog out, and my dog got rattlesnake bit, and he died. So then about a couple of weeks later, I played hooky again. And I set the garage afire, not the garage, the stable afire with the horse in it. All them accidents, you know. I didn't have nothing else to do. So about a couple of weeks later, my brother thought I was having such a good time playing sick and all that, so he decided he's going to play hooky with me that Sunday. So we had some new calves. They're about 6 weeks old. And we were going to train them where we could ride them, because we had to go out in the woods and bring their mamas in on that cold ice, and our feet barefooted. We had to save our new shoes for Sunday.
That's right. Amen.
So we were riding them calves, so rode them that Sunday, and it was hot. And the next thing I know, my daddy was snatching the cover off early in the morning. We had to kill them calves. And Lord have mercy, God been with me. And after we left the farm, I was about 7 then, I think, from sometime like that, about 7. And my daddy carried me to school, and I left school. I didn't know what they were talking about. I hadn't seen a book in over 2 years. So this way it get bad at. So I left school and came home. My daddy took me back there, and he reminded me that I had to stay. You know what he did to me? Yeah. So, after being about 3 grades behind, all the other kids was just about graduating, and we just learned ABCs. So, after that, I stayed in school. I don't know how I made it 4 years though. I know how I made it though, and I tell these young folks too, if you ain't gonna learn nothing, be quiet anyhow, let somebody else learn. So I sat there, and tell you the truth, I didn't know nothing them 4 years in Gibbs House. Not a thing. All I know was some of what Daddy was teaching me about my ABCs. And I learned, after that, I learned myself to learn everything I could about anything. And ain't too much I can't do. Not too much. I did all this. I can do all this. I wire house, plumbing, I do all of it, anything. And the same thing with a car. Ain't too much about a car, it is about a doctor, a surgeon. A surgeon, if somebody got appendix or something, it's hurting, he got to go to his paper. If you got a car knocking, what you do, listen to it and go and fix that, take that starter off or whatever it is on there. If it starts squeezing, you know, if it don't crank at all, you know, you got a battery. You got a bad heart, it gone. Ain't much different in them, all right, you run it all down to you. And it just been a blessing to me to be able to do all the things I've done and know. To make shoes, I did all of it. I'm telling you, anything with a car and a building, I know all about it and did it. I worked in the post office, and when I worked in the post office, I had to stand, and I couldn't stand because I had to fill out 2 trees. A third one, when I run up a tree, I had a coon. And then I fell out, last time I fell out, I didn't fell out before then. I fell on some ice and hit me side of the head. So I call this side the sleepy side. So he won't tell you nothing about before I was a Christian now. But I'll tell you about before I was Christian, some good things. But life has been good and I've been appreciating the Lord, and I call on Him all the time. When I call on Him, I need Him. I need Him good too. And I prayed a lot, because a lot of them time my daddy would have killed me, but I think the Lord was with him too. I done had guns put on me, and I done had gun on somebody else too. In fact, I shot one guy in the head because he called me a lie. Don't call me no lie today. Amen. And don't steal from me, for God's sakes. Because me and the Lord tell me to get it, but the devil tell me not. That's a vice versa. But that's like I said, the Lord has been good to me. I done been cut, I done been stabbed with a bayonet somewhere down in here. Not a soul, bayonet. And so then I started, when I came out of service, them folks didn't even give me a cup of hot coffee when I got off that train down there. Not even a cup of hot coffee. And they was giving everybody else, all the other, you know, white folks, what I said, giving them all kind of stuff, you know, when they got off the train coming back from overseas. So life has been good, and God knows I love Him.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen.